Tornado kills 14 in U.S. state of Alabama, officials. Washington, AFP. A tornado tore through the southern U.S. state of Alabama on Sunday, killing 14 people, uprooting trees, and causing catastrophic damage to buildings and roads, officials said. At this time, we have 14 confirmed fatalities, Lee County. News released by Yahoo News. Rand Paul, Supreme Court likely to strike down Trump emergency declaration. Without question, the president's order for more wall money contradicts the will of Congress and will, in all likelihood, be struck down by the Supreme Court, Paul wrote in a Fox News op-ed published on Sunday evening. The GOP senator predicted that. News released by The Hill on MSN. Trump blames Cohen for failed deal with North Korea. During 7 hours of testimony on Wednesday, Cohen said that Trump manipulated financial records and that the now president knew in advance about WikiLeaks' efforts to release damaging information about his Democratic opponent, Hillary Clinton, during. News released by The Washington Post on MSN. Sisters, 5 and 8, found alive in California wilderness after 44 hours. The county sheriff is calling it an absolute miracle. 2 young sisters were found in good spirits Sunday after being missing in the California wilderness for 44 hours. Leo and Caroline Carrico, 8 and 5, were last seen Friday afternoon by their home in. News released by Inside Edition on MSN. Kroger makes another bold move to woo grocery shoppers. The grocer is, for the first time, looking to an outside advertising agency to help oversee its marketing efforts. The move is the latest in a string of actions the grocer has taken to make sure shoppers know it is more than a local shop to pick up essentials. News released by CNBC on MSN. Guaido calls for protests as he plans to return to Venezuela Monday. March 3, UPI. Venezuela's self-proclaimed interim president Juan Guaido has called for mass protests as he will attempt to return to the country Monday, amid concerns he could be arrested for defying a travel ban. In a live video broadcasted over Twitter. News released by UPI. Why walking makes you a better worker. Come to the woods, for here is rest, wrote John Muir, the 19th century Scottish-American naturalist who was one of the earliest advocates of U.S. national parks. Muir spent large chunks of his life exploring Yosemite and the Sierra Nevada, and wrote. News released by BBC. Stocks rally as U.S. China inch closer to trade deal. Sydney, Reuters. Asian shares started the week on the front foot on signs the United States and China were close to striking a tariff deal to end their protracted trade war while the dollar eased as traders wagered Federal Reserve policy would remain. News released by Reuters. SpaceX Dragon capsule successfully docks with ISS. This video grab taken from the NASA/SpaceX webcast transmission on March 3, 2019, shows a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket docked with the International Space Station, ISS, during the Demo 1 mission. The news released by Physics. Husband, stepdaughter of woman they claimed was killed by Baltimore panhandler charged with murder. The husband and stepdaughter of a woman they claimed was killed by a panhandler in Baltimore were arrested Sunday on murder charges in connection with her death, authorities said. Jacqueline Smith's husband who told police a panhandler had stabbed his. News released by NBC News. Not my grandfather's Boy Scout troop, it's now for girls, too. Scouts BSA Troop 222 gathered last month at the Aspen Knolls Estate Clubhouse on Staten Island for its annual induction ceremony. One 13-year-old recruit stepped across the ceremonial bridge, recited the Scout Law and swore the Boy Scouts of America oath. News released by New York Times. Twitter reacts to HBO's Michael Jackson documentary Leaving Neverland. HBO aired the first half of its 2-part, 4-hour-long Michael Jackson documentary Leaving Neverland Sunday with viewer reaction divided among mortification, denial, and rage. The film, told through the perspective of accusers Wade Robson and James. News released by Los Angeles Times. Nicole Scherzinger slams hackers who leaked intimate video with Lewis Hamilton. Nicole Scherzinger was devastated when hackers leaked an intimate video of her with ex Lewis Hamilton. The former Pussycat Dolls singer broke her silence on the scandal. "I genuinely don't understand why someone would do something like this, or why they..." News released by Fox News. Philadelphia Eagles sign Jason Kelce to one-year extension through 2021. March 3, UPI. The Philadelphia Eagles signed veteran center Jason Kelce to a one-year contract extension through the 2021 season, the team announced Saturday. Sources told the NFL Network the deal makes Kelce the highest-paid center in the league. News released by UPI. Graphic novelist ordered to pay $41.6 million to family of fiancé he murdered, scalped. A graphic novelist who murdered his fiancée and mutilated her body has been ordered to pay $41.6 million to his victim's family as a result of a wrongful death lawsuit. Blake Leibel is currently serving life in prison without the possibility of parole. News released by Fox News. Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool boss completely fine chasing Manchester City for title. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp said he was completely fine with chasing Manchester City after his side drew at Everton and missed the chance to return to the top of the Premier League. The goalless draw means that for the first time since December 7. News released by BBC. The key to weight loss: log often, lose more. Healthline Media Incorporated would like to process and share personal data, example mobile ad ID, and data about your use of our site, example content interests, with our third-party partners, see a current list, using cookies and similar automatic collection tools. News released by Medical News Today. Plasma protein may hold promise for wound scaffolds. Researchers in Germany have employed a plasma protein found in blood to develop a new method for making wound-healing tissue scaffolds. The team's new scaffold can be attached or detached from gate. News released by Physics. Top new games out on Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC this month. The next chapter in the demon-slaying saga gives you 3 playable characters, the ever-popular Dante, the relative newcomer Nero, and a totally new character named V. Each has a different combat style, and as usual, you'll be rated on your performance in. News released by GameSpot.